I just cut it open to see what's inside and make sure I'm not missing any spot welds, and it turns out there is a piece inside. I'll take that out later. You can see this needs to move towards me just a little bit and also forwards just a little bit. And you can definitely tell if I take this off. This side here is definitely in more than this. So it's basically a little twisted. And you can see in here, this part is crinkled. This needs to be straight up and down. So it's crinkled back there, it's straight up here, so it's leaning a little bit too far back. To fix this, I'll pull the strut tower forward, and that should fix a lot of problems. I put the tractor bucket against the crash bar of the Mustang right there. The Mustang won't move forward when I pull the strut tower, and pulling it forward releases the tension from the back of the strut tower, so I can hammer that dent out. Alright, so I hammered this metal, and it is a million times better than what it was. This is pretty smooth here. And down in here, if you remember, there was this massive lip here. Now it's just, there's nothing there, it's all smooth. It is a little weird in some places, like I don't really know what's going on here with the hole, but from what I can tell, it is spot welded right there. So it's supposed to be that way. It's kind of weird. And this is definitely like supposed to be out more because that's a hole right there. I'm gonna have to fill that in. I don't think there's anything I can do to pull that out. Maybe I could hit it from the inside, but yeah, maybe I could. I need to hammer this in because this is supposed to be straight, and you can see it's kind of rolling over itself here. Oh my god, look at that. Look at how many holes are in it. It's crazy. So this thing is bent here. I'm gonna have to fix that. But now, I could put this thing, the new one, on top. So yeah, that's what it would look like if it was attached. You can see it's still kind of far away from where it should be. Needs to come out a lot, almost an inch. Alright guys, this is as far as I can get tonight. I got the top piece on, and you can see I've moved it quite a bit. So by the look of it, this strut tower doesn't need to move forward, it just needs to twist a little bit more this way. This piece mostly just needs to come in a little bit more. I've been taking a lot of measurements, checking both strut towers to see how equal they are, and they're actually so equal it's really hard to tell. I mean, you can see how that's basically 1/4 of an inch, so it's hard to tell just 1/4 of an inch over measuring distances and crosses and stuff. So I think this is actually just the easiest measurement for me, is just visually looking at it. Once this matches this, it really should be in place. Alright, so I took this piece off and this lower piece off because they were really damaged and I can't fix them on the car. And I discovered some damage that I hadn't seen before. This here, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be flat. I've got my replacement bottom piece here and I'm just measuring it, and it's 4 inches wide at the top, and this one here, it's 3.5 inches at the top. So basically this damage here caused the top to come in by 1/2 inch. I decided I'll have to replace this panel because it just has too much damage to fix. This should also help me line up the panels and the door mounts once I weld everything back together. But removing this panel will also involve removing the windshield. Yeah, this looks like a pretty challenging part. Hopefully I can get past this, and I'm not going to give up because this is a big deal to me. But until then, I'll see you in the next episode.